Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my weekly reading recap. We got a lot to cover today, so let's just hop right into it. But I guess before we do, I guess it goes without saying, we have something to celebrate as if we have nothing to celebrate. Typically, we always have something to celebrate, but today we're celebrating because just refreshing my channel page here, and we are sitting at 504 subscribers. Sorry, my AC just went off in celebration. It's also still hot here. But yeah, 504 subscribers, like what even is that? That is pretty insane, and all I can say is thank you guys. This is, I say we and us because it is truly a community thing. I know I'm the one that's featured in the videos, but I think I'm just here as sort of the common ground here to build this little community, and I can't thank you guys enough. This has been such a journey, such a joy to experience and build up over the past 6 months or so with this channel, and I appreciate every single one of you sticking around, checking out the videos. But yeah, I'm not really a huge numbers guy when it comes to YouTube. I'm just making videos because I like to talk about the books I read, and apparently 504 other people like to listen to me talk, so here we are. Once again, thank you guys. This has been so much fun. Onto the book stuff. I'm currently reading 2 books. Surprise, surprise. I seem to always have multiple books going at the same time, and I'm about a third of the way, maybe a quarter of the way through each of them. So I got some good initial first impressions, and let's dive into them. The one I started this one 2 weeks ago, and I'm taking my sweet time with it for better or for worse. That is Panenka by Ronan Hession. And this book is amazing. Might be contender for the best book I have read this year. It's a short book. It's 150 some odd pages, and I'm about 55 pages in, so like I said, about a third of the way into it. But it is amazing. It has some of the most beautifully written just sentences I have ever read. It's a beautiful story. It's compelling. It sort of has everything that you could want. So far as I've seen up until this point, I'm only a third of the way through. But yeah, this book is awesome. I got recommended this book to me by Jack Edwards. Didn't like personally recommend it to me, but he recommended it in one of his videos a while ago. It's been sitting on my shelf ever since. Just 2 weeks ago in my weekly reading recap, I picked it as my next read, live and in person. So if you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. I'll break down my thought process as to why I picked it, and I'm sure glad I did. But yeah, this book so far very good, very family focused, I can see there's going to be some elements of found family. There's some humor in here. It's sort of everything you want in a book and more in a short little concise package. So yeah, probably we'll finish it this week. I need to sort of giddy up and get going with it. Need to stop savoring it so much. I guess maybe just reading it more. But yeah, definitely will have at least a short video about it when I finish it, if not a full long form video regarding it. But yeah, that's book 1. I'm currently reading Panenka. The second book I am reading came from my book haul, my most recent book haul, which again is like getting oodles amounts of support. Posted that yesterday. It's already up to 100 views, which is pretty freaking awesome. And I started dropping, I guess, the Goodwill purchase of that video, which was American Sniper by Chris Kyle. This is Chris Kyle's autobiography, the story of the most deadly sniper in United States military history. I'm about a quarter of the way through this, and this is fascinating. I also have this on audio, and it is great. It's sort of the one I'm reading both visually and audibly at the same time, and it's very good, I don't know, it's just a good story. Chris Kyle's a good storyteller, and I think sort of immersion reading, listening to it and reading the words on the page lend itself nicely to this work of nonfiction. This is nonfiction, after all, it's autobiography. And yeah, I am loving this book, about a quarter of the way through. And yeah, very, very interesting to sort of see front lines of the Iraqi war during the early 2000s from this gentleman's point of view. Awesome book. Speaking of book hauls, I guess, well, first of all, if you haven't seen my book haul, go ahead and check it out. But if you haven't, no worries, you can watch it after this video. I'll give you a sneak peek into some of the books I picked up because I am too lazy to have shelved them as of yet. Maybe I won't share all of them. Just kidding. Who do I care? What do I care? These are the books that I picked up. I'm not going to go into them as in depth as my book haul, because my book haul was 21 freaking minutes of me just talking about them. So watch that video if you want to hear a bit more about them. But rapid fire here real quick. We got The Jungle Books by Rudyard Kipling. We got The Secret History by Donna Tartt. We got Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. We got The Plague by Albert Camus. We have A Separate Peace by John Knowles. The Last 4 Days of Patty Buckley by Jeremy Massey. We have Office Girl by Joe Mano. And we have A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mystery. And then obviously American Sniper by Chris Kyle. Like I said, full book haul and book, I guess, talk about each one of these books is in my book haul I posted just the other day. I go through and I read why I picked each book, and funnily enough, I was not really looking for any of these books. They just sort of jumped out at me, and I managed to pick them up, and I think I got some pretty good ones. The bargain book haul, I think is what I call it. So they're all bargains. Like I think I say in the video, but I paid like $30 for 9 books. Pretty good. So yeah, talk about recent reads. Didn't finish a book this week. Like I said, I'm still sort of getting out of the backside of a reading slump that the Throne of Glass series put me in. Not the series itself, but just the 6th book, Empire of Storms, put me in. Sort of turned me off reading for a little bit, and that's okay. That book wasn't for me. I already talked about it in its own separate video and whatnot. I don't really know what I'm going to do with those books. Maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I'll gift them to someone. Maybe I'll donate them. Who really knows? The Lord knows I need more space on my bookshelf, so they may find a new home here soon. But yeah, let me know what you guys are reading. Did you guys manage to pick up any of the books in my bargain book haul? Have you read any of them? I know some of them are, I think a vast majority of them are like not, I'll call them mainstream, which is sort of interesting. I haven't done this in a while when I go book shopping, but typically when I am shopping for books, I have a list on my phone on books I want to buy based on either, they're the next book in a series I'm reading, they sound interesting to me, I've done some research ahead of time, someone's recommended them to me either on social media or in person, and they intrigued me in that sense, and I put them on my list to look for. And typically when I go book shopping, I am hunting for specific books, which isn't really a good or a bad thing, but I do think it takes some of the, whimsy, I guess is a word to put there, out of book shopping. And this is sort of what I just did. I went to Half Price Books. I had my 10% off coupon that I needed to use by the end of the month, which is next week, and so I had a day off work and went down to see what was what, and book shopped like it was before the time of the internet, where I would just scan the covers along the shelves. I saw a title that sounded interesting. I saw a spine that was interesting or stood out to me. I guess that was the case here with Office Girl. It was obviously a bright pink book. I was like, what the heck is that about? So I opened it up. Sounded pretty compelling to me, and it came home with me. That was the case. You'll have to watch that bargain book. I can't remember what I said and what I haven't said in that video, so give that one a watch. But yeah, that is sort of how I went about picking out my books. I didn't Goodreads review the books when I picked them up and things of that nature. And it was like oddly freeing in this completely digital age we live in to not have that digital companion to go alongside me book shopping. It was very nice, and I think I got some good ones, some books that I wouldn't have picked up otherwise if I had looked at Goodreads reviews. You know, if I see a book has like, I don't know, 3 stars on Goodreads, I typically don't like buy it. Sometimes I can talk myself out of buying a book, even if I think it will sound interesting. And yeah, I didn't do that this time, and I'm happy with some of the books I came away with, especially, you know, I've only started reading one of the books in that haul, and it is very, very good. American Sniper. I know a couple of you, Dr. L, I'm looking at you, have this book on your shelves and are looking for a reason to read it. Consider this your reason. It is very, very good. But enough yapping for me today. What else is new? Trying some new things at Aldi. I'm a huge, well, not huge. I guess this is like completely off topic with the books, but whatever. I'm not a huge like energy drink person, but I know a lot of people are. My favorite, I'm obviously impartial to the White Monster. Not only was it my nickname in high school, I just think it's the best the best energy drink on the market. But today's day and age, they're like $3-4 each. So I found a dupe one at Aldi. It is this Summit Gridlock Ultra White energy drink, and it is like basically a nigh-on clone of White Monster, and it's a third of the price. It's $1.29 per 16-ounce can. I've had one already. This is my second. I only bought 2 of them because I didn't want to buy a lot of them and then not like them, but they're very, very good. So if you're in the energy drink, I don't know, market, or if you like energy drinks or have one every now and again like I do, I probably have maybe one a week, just sort of when I'm feeling like I need one. This will definitely be my go-to from now on. $1.29. You're basically losing money not getting it, so it's a little tip if you got Aldi in your area, check them out. But yeah, gonna have one now because I just got back from the gym. Well, I think it sort of sounds counterintuitive. Got back from the gym and now I'm having an energy drink, but it's only noon and I am fading hard. I have the day off work today, and so I have a little pick-me-up now. Yeah, still hot out there. It's 95 degrees outside. It was at 37 degrees Celsius out, so there you go. Hope you're all staying cool. I know it was a heat wave going through the Midwest and the US. Stay cool, stay inside, close your windows, stay hydrated, drink water, do all that fun stuff, and read plenty of good books. But I will leave you guys there with that. Appreciate you watching up until this point. Like I said, can't thank you guys enough for over 500 subscribers at this point. That's sort of mind-boggling to me. I don't even know 500 people, so just sort of putting that number in my head and trying to figure out what that actually looks like in real life terms is pretty fascinating. So can't thank you guys enough. This has been very, very fun, and many more videos to come. Appreciate you sticking around up until this point if you have, and if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. Give it a like if you liked it and all the YouTube things of that nature. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.